Let's get some more reaction now. Ella Wilson plays football for the ladies team, the Scarborough Sirens, and is a big fan of Scarborough Athletic and joins us this morning. Morning, Ella.
Morning.
How are you feeling?
Mixed emotions, proud of what they've done, but yeah, it is devastating.
Yeah, I mean, the match, because I thought beforehand, they've got no chance. But that when they got playing, they kind of they really upped their game. And they really did meet France, didn't they? They matched them.
Yeah, they really did. France are a strong team, and a lot of people thought they were a threat to us. But, they came into that game, they were strong, they were positive, and, I've actually thought we really had a chance, and it was just that second penalty.
Sometimes the hope, though, makes it even worse, doesn't it? Because it was so good, you kind of hoped. Where did you watch it and what was the atmosphere like?
I actually ended up watching it at home, so I was just watching it, sat at home with my family, and it was good. It was good to watch it with them, yeah, but a bit devastating at the end.
Did you? I mean, can you? When it came to that second penalty, that's when I couldn't watch. I literally went off and just started washing up as soon as we knew it was a penalty.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. Did you watch it with your eyes on the screen?
I did, but with kind of like my eyes, like my hands over my eyes, kind of like half watching it. Kind of a bit scared to watch it.
It's just so sad for Harry. I mean, the thing is, it's a measure of the man that he carried on, didn't he? And he tried to hold his head. But imagine having all that pressure on you. And he just seems like a great bloke, doesn't he? I just felt for him.
I know. And it was really great what he did, stepping up to take that second penalty. And everyone's saying about him losing the second penalty, but we need to focus on, the fact that he scored the first one as well. He got us back in the game at that point, and
he played well.
He stood up. Yeah, he did. He played well. He's a good captain, and he stood up to that, and he took the team, and he got the team quite far. And we need to focus on that rather than the fact that he lost.
Let us go through, because I've got the list of players and everything. In the Times today, they've scored the marks out of 10, and they've given Bukayo Saka 9 out of 10. He's the highest scoring team player for them. Who really shone for you during the tournament from the team?
During the whole tournament, I think Bellingham's really stood out to me. He's only 19, and to see him playing at such a high level really is honestly so great. He's midfielder, but he's really good at attacking and defending. He can kind of do a bit of everything. And yeah, like you said, Saka's stood out, and I think all of them have stood out. They have a really strong team, and yeah, they're going to go quite far, I think.
Well, a lot of these brilliant players, they're young, aren't they? You've got Saka, you've got Bellingham, Foden, Rashford. They've got several years in them, haven't they? 10 more years possibly with some of them, haven't they?
Yeah, and this is only the beginning for them. So if they're playing at such a high level now, can you imagine what they're going to be like in 5-10 years? It's so great to see so much young talent.
They really need looking after, though, don't they? When you see what's happened to some players that have done really well, they really, really need looking after. I think Gareth Southgate, if he stays, do you think he should stay? There's a question for you. Should North Yorkshire's Gareth Southgate stay in charge of the England team?
Yeah, I think he's done a good job. He's got us quite far in the past few years. He got us through the Euros and everything, and he's got us as far this year. I guess it depends who they think's going to replace him at the end of the day. Whether we're going to get someone that can take us further.
Right. So, yeah, well, he's going to decide, isn't he, whether he stays. I think his contract's another 2 years, isn't it? Right. Who's going to win then? We've got Croatia, Argentina in the semis, and Morocco, France. Who's going to win the World Cup this year?
I actually think France have quite a good chance. We've seen how well they played, and hopefully they don't, because that would be a bit humiliating to us. But I can see them going quite far.
You think? And have you seen the news about Dave the Cat?
Dave the Cat.
Dave the Cat. So John Stones and Kyle Walker have basically adopted a cat. This cat, because a cat, you don't adopt a cat adopts you. So a cat's been, you're just following them around in the camp in Qatar, and they are bringing Dave home. So it is coming home. The cat is coming home. So they've got this team cat. He's called Dave. and he's on his way back to Manchester. Well, he's got to go into quarantine first. So there is some good news. Dave the cat is coming home. So we're absolutely delighted for Dave the cat. He's been rescued. I don't know whose house, whether he's staying at John Stones or Kyle Walker's, but basically there'll be some kind of sharing situation. Maybe he'll go and live at, it's not Main Road, is it now in Man City? Who is it? I can't remember where the stadium is. But anyway, they've brought the cat home, which is something, isn't it? So there is some good news there, Ella.
Yeah, that's hilarious. That
Dave the
at
cat
least they're
comes
bringing something.
They are. They're definitely bringing something home. Ella, thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. Nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Ella Wilson, who plays for Scarborough Side.